Ready up?
Good morning, students. Welcome to today's English class. And yesterday we were dealing with what? With the grammar part. And what was the grammar part? What is that? Active voice to passive voice, right? So let's see some other things now. Some other things in the sense, I mean, some other sentences from the same topic. Okay? And here I have a sentence for you right now. Active voice to passive voice. Active voice to passive voice. Right, now check it out. The first one is, today's first one is, the teacher explained the story, right? Explained a story. This is the sentence. The teacher explained a story, and I think you remember, I believe you remember the instructions which I gave related to this one, active voice to passive voice. And what was that? First of all, you have to sort out subject, verb and object. So check this one. Subject. Explained is the verb, a story is the object. Now before that, we should also do this. Let me do it here like this. This is, and this is. So here, if you take a look at that verb, explained, this is present tense, explained, present tense. What is the past tense of explained? Explained. Explained. Now check this. The teacher explained the story. So we got the subject, we got the verb, and we got the object. So I say that the sentence is in active voice. So I put it here like this. This is an active voice. And you make it, yesterday I already gave you an idea that you might get it out. How I directly say that I'm going to say this sentence is an active voice. When we get the answer, you automatically will understand why it was active voice and why the answer has been given in passive voice. Let us see this now. Now here the object is a story. Is this singular or plural? A story is a singular. So what happens? Plus this is object as well in active voice. And in passive voice, object comes in the place of subject. What is that? A story, a story. Now check this, explained. Here, V2, that is nothing but past tense. So, verb in the past tense, object singular. What do we get here in passive voice, girls? What kind of helping verb do we get in passive voice? To refer to singular here because a story is singular. Plus the verb is in past tense. So verb in the past tense, object singular, receives what? Was. So WAS, was, is the helping verb which is used in past tense to refer to singulars. A story was. And after that, what is this one here? V3. Verb 3 has to be taken into consideration. A story was explained. Explained, that you have to use this preposition by whom? The subject. What was the subject in that active voice? The teacher. So this is the sentence. So with this, what do you understand? Subject in active voice comes into the place of object. Object in active voice comes into the place of subject. And depending on the situation, this verb undergoes changes. This verb undergoes changes accordingly. So here, check this one. Now here, was explained makes it this one, V3. Was explained is past participle. And here, check this one. The teacher explained in active voice. There is nothing between the two, between the subject and the verb. Is there any helping verb here between the two? There is nothing. since there is nothing between the two here, explain, check this one, explained and explained. Both look similar, but in active voice, the explained was not preceded by anything. There is nothing before this verb. Okay, any helping verb is not available. That's why this becomes past tense. And check this one, here the same explained, okay, which we took here, is preceded by WAS was. And because of the presence of this was explained, this thing should be understood as V3, that is past participle. So with this we come to know that, this is transitive sentence because we got a chance to change the voice from active to passive. From active to passive. Okay, another one. Right, another one. What is that? Right, I have taken the vegetables. I have taken the vegetables. Now I say that the sentence is in active voice. Okay. So now check this one, girls. What you have to do? I have taken the vegetables. This is the sentence, and I said the sentence is in active voice. So let's see this too. What is that? I is the subject. I is the subject. This entire thing actually becomes the verb. Okay? And here the vegetables is the object. So for a while, let's separate this. Let's take only this taken as the verb. Let us leave this have alone for a while, so that we won't have any confusion, to avoid the confusion. Okay? So now check this one, active voice here. So I is the subject, taken is the verb, the vegetables is the object. Now we have sorted out this thing. We sorted out the subject, the verb, and the object as well. Right? Now let us see. Let's go for passive voice now. We have to change this voice from active to passive. And before that, let's also do this. Let's sort out this verb form to take, present tense. Okay? Sorry. Took. And what's the past tense here? Past participle, sorry. Take, took, taken. Right? Now let's see this. So, the object, the vegetables, comes into the place of subject in passive voice. So, the vegetables. So, there is no problem with this, we brought it back. But something is left over here. Have. And girls, in the previous classes, when I was dealing with correction of sentences, I gave you several ideas. Where and when to use this HAVE have. Have is the present perfect tense. And to which things we can use this present perfect tense HAVE have. Where and when can we use HAVE have? We can use have for I, you, we, and they. I, you, we, they. That means I have, you have, we have, and they have. And after this, I also gave you the idea that the same HAVE have can be used for any plural forms. Any plural forms also. So, have can be used for I, you, we, and they. I have, you have, we have, they have. Besides these four things, we can also use this have for any plural forms. And what is the thing here now? The vegetables. The vegetables. So is this singular or plural now? Is this singular or plural? This is plural. So there is no need to worry, and we can directly use this have. Present perfect tense. So the vegetables have. And yesterday we got similar sentences like this. When we get present perfect tense or any kind of perfect tense, in fact, in passive voice, after using this have, what we have to add? We have to add been. So the vegetables have been. Okay? Then what is the V3 form here, girls? What is the V3 form? Taken. So with this we understand that the sentence is in present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. So check this one. The vegetables have been taken. Okay, with this we understand that this is past participle. So the vegetables have been taken. Add this preposition by. Okay, so the vegetables have been taken by. Here what is the subject? I. And I, when used in passive voice, changes to have been taken by me. Have been taken by me. So this is the thing. The vegetables have been taken by me. So with this we understand that this sentence is in present perfect tense. Have been, has been, had been. Have been and has been are present perfect tenses. HAD had been or HAD had is past perfect tense. Have and has are present perfect tenses. Had is past perfect tense. Please remember these ideas. Okay. Next one. Another one I have is they will keep it ready. Keep it ready. They will keep it ready. Now what you have to do, girls? I say that sentence is in active voice. Right? So before that, this is another transitive sentence. This is another transitive sentence. Now check this one. They will keep it ready. Now I say that we are going to get the passive voice to this one. Now check this. Subject. Now here, keep is the verb. It ready, we have two things. But to get the right answer, to make the sentence a transitive sentence, it is the object. Ready cannot be the object. We don't get the answer and we won't get the answer at any cost. So check this one, they will keep it ready. So we got the subject, we got the verb, we got the object as well. So what is this now, girls? Here, it, which is object in active voice, comes into the place of subject in passive voice. Okay, so now check this one. It. Now, WILL will is an indication that the sentence is in future tense. Will is an indication. Presence of will in any sentence is an indication that the sentence is in future tense. So, it will. Because will can be used for both singulars and plurals as well. There is no restriction. So it will. And after using this will to make the sentence meaningful, to get the sentence in a meaningful manner, we have to add one thing. What is that? Be. It will be. Okay? Now let's go to this one. What's the verb here? Keep. Okay? So present tense is keep, past tense is kept, and past participle is also kept. So it will be. After that, what's the V3 form here, girls? Kept. It will be kept. And what will be kept? How it will be kept? It will be kept ready. Okay? We have to use a preposition by. It will be kept ready by. What is this here? In active voice, subject is they. They changes to them. They changes to them. Okay. Another one. So, with this we can come to know that even this is also a transitive sentence. girls, I think yesterday already gave you an idea. What is a transitive sentence? The voice of a sentence which can be changed is called a transitive sentence. A sentence whose voice can be changed either from active to passive or from passive to active is called a transitive sentence. Transitive sentence. Transitive sentence. Even yesterday also we got several transitive sentences. That means that sentence was liable for undergoing a change. We were able to change the voice of that sentence from active to passive or passive to active. Okay. Another one. Okay, let me rub these things, girls, before that. I'm rubbing these things, girls. Please make a note of all these things. So, and another one is the employees are attending a meeting. The employees are attending a meeting. So, what will happen now, girls? Check this one. Now, I say that the sentence is in active voice. Sentence is an active voice. So, let's see this now. What's the next thing we have to do? Subject. What's the verb here? Attending is the verb, and a meeting becomes the object. A meeting becomes the object. Okay. So now, what we have to do, the next thing is we have to find the passive voice. How the same sentence can be turned into a passive voice. So, check this one now. What's the object here? A meeting. So this a meeting in an object in active voice comes into the place of subject in passive voice. So a meeting. Okay. Now a meeting is over. Now here we have brought this thing. Now next thing, tell me one thing: is this subject? Is this singular or plural? Is this singular or plural? A meeting. Presence of a and this thing is not ending with s. Both these things are clear indication that this is a singular term, a meeting. Okay? A meeting. Singular. Now check this one here. What do we have here? A-R-E-R. What is A-R-E-R? R is the helping verb used in present tense. R is the helping verb used in present tense to refer to plurals. Now check this one here. Employees, workers, that is plural. So in present tense, plurals are always followed by ARE, and that is also followed by a verb in continuous tense. So ing. So here plural, ARER. Why? Because employees are. But check this one now, meeting. Singular. So is this applicable here? Can we use ARER here? No, we should not use. We cannot use it. Because a meeting is singular. And for singulars in active voice, it is always represented with ISEs. A meeting is. And what do we have here, girls, now? ING in the verb. Yesterday I gave you an idea that if a verb has ING, studying, reading, eating, running, sleeping, okay, buying, now attending, right, fighting, all these words are ending with ing. If a verb is ending with ing, then you have to understand that that is a continuous verb. That is a verb in the continuous tense. It is still ongoing. It has not come to an end. So here attending, that means the meeting is still going on. So whenever you have ing in the verb, what you have to do in passive voice, you have to add a thing. What is that? Being. A meeting is being. Now let's go to this one, girls. What is this we have here? Attend. Present tense is attend. What's the past tense? Attended. Then attended. Attended. So we brought this a meeting here. Because this a meeting is singular, what did we use? We used ISEs, because in present tense, singulars are referred to, singulars are followed by ISEs. Because this is going to be followed by a verb. So next thing, why did we use being here? Because there is ing in the verb form. So being, then attended. This is the V3 form. So with this we understand that this is V3 form. So a meeting is being attended. You have to use the preposition be by. A meeting is being attended by whom? The employees. A meeting is being attended by the employees. Right? So next one. Another one. Post this letter immediately. Post this letter immediately. What is this? Post this letter immediately. Now I say that the sentence is an active voice. And before that, another transitive sentence. Now let's come to this one. Post this letter immediately. What is this, guys? If you take a look at this one, what is this? This is not the subject. Post is the verb. Okay? Now, this entire thing actually becomes the object. Okay? Now check this one. This entire thing becomes the object. So, there is no subject here in this sentence. There is no subject. It began with a verb and ended with an object. It began with a verb and ended with an object. So what happens here, girls? Yesterday we got similar sentences like this. One or two sentences, I believe. So, when a sentence directly begins with a verb and ends with an object, and that too without a subject, what kind of sentence does it get called? It gets called an imperative sentence. An imperative sentence. It gets called an imperative sentence. So what happens here, girls? Now here we have to go for passive voice of this sentence. We have to go for passive voice. So what's the object here? This letter immediately. But yesterday I gave you an idea that sentences beginning with a verb, ending with an object without subject, such kind of things, while changing its voice, what we have to do? We have to begin the answer blindly with let. Let. Okay? Right? Now here, check this one. Let's separate it for a while. This letter is the object. Let's think that this letter is the object. Let us leave this immediately for a while alone. So let, What is the object here? This letter. This letter. Let this letter, then we have to add a helping verb, be. Let this letter be. Now, what is this we get here? The verb is post. Present tense. Past tense is posted. Past participle is also posted. So let this letter be posted. V3 form is let this letter be posted. Now, this thing is left. What is that? Immediately. Let this letter be posted immediately. That's the thing. So this is the answer. So check this one. Actually, I took in the first row. I took even this immediately as part of the object, but this letter, taking only this letter as the object is justified. Is far better than the previous row. So check this one. Post this letter immediately. What did we do? Because it is beginning with a verb plus no subject and only an object. So what happens here? Check this one. Let this letter, let be added, right? We brought the object next, that is this letter. And then we added a helping verb be form. And after that we did the V3 form, posted. Then we brought this immediately at the end. Let this letter be posted immediately. So this is another thing. So with this we understand that this is another transitive sentence. Now, shall I give you another one? For example, Sita fell in well. Sita fell in well. Now, check this one. This is subject, this is verb. In well is the object. Right? So check this one. We don't get any right way of constructing the sentence here. In well fell Sita. No, we don't get these things. Actually, in cannot be the object here. Only well. Well, in Sita fell. What kind of answer is this? That's why these things become intransitive sentence. This is intransitive. For example, we have another one. I came from USA. I came from USA. Now if you take this one, subject, verb, USA is the object. And check this one, USA comes to the place of object, USA, then came, then from me. USA came from me. Is there any meaning in that? Check this one here. Well, okay. In fell Sita. Fallen Sita. Well, in fallen Sita. Do we get anything like this? That's why these kind of things become intransitive. Here we get answers which are unacceptable. Answers which are unacceptable. That's why these are intransitive sentences. Here the voices cannot be changed that easily as we were able to do with the other sentences. So Sita fell in well and fell Sita, well and fallen Sita. We don't get these kind of things. So I repeat, what is that? Sentences whose voices are liable to undergo a change, possible to undergo a change, are called transitive. Incapable, then can be called intransitive. Okay, girls, the time is up. Let's meet in the next class.